Shut up and sit down.
Welcome everybody to the 3 POA podcast, episode 71. I'm your host, LaserPants, also known as Ryan. Pretty slow news day, huh? Not much going on today. I'm glad you could all be here. Of course, I am not alone. I am joined, as always, by the man behind Valiverse. The dude behind Action Force, a one, Bobby Val. What's going on, Bobby?
If I wasn't worried about getting beer all over my office, one day I want to just crack open two and slam them together and just chug them. Yeah. Do we have like a milestone show coming up where I could do that?
Well, it's 71. We got 29 shows until episode 100.
Ooh, maybe I'll do it for 100. Maybe
that'd be fun.
Maybe
you gonna go Coors Light or High Life? Maybe you're more of a
High Life guy. He used to do Coors Lights. I would go Coors Lights, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't always do Coors Lights. He switched around, which is weird because he always did like cheap American beer. However, he has like a beer company now and he does like an IPA, which I can't stand IPAs. I think they're disgusting. But I find it hilarious that a guy who used to chug just cheap American beer is like now drinking hoppy ass, like, you know, eclectic, you know, crunchy beer.
Dude, in my 20s and 30s, I was total like trendy microbrewery IPA guy. But now I like beer at all. I just don't care for it.
Yeah, I've definitely cut back. Like I rarely drink beer nowadays. If I do, it's like a High Life or it's like a Rolling Rock, like really cheap American beer. But I actually just cut, you know, I cut back on drinking like a lot altogether. I used to enjoy a bourbon, like, you know, not every day, but, you know, like every other and stuff. But I've been really good about,
just on Saturdays, right?
Just on Saturdays, you know, obviously I got, you know, something now, but I've been like really good about like eating better, but like working out a lot, trying to like, you know, now that I'm in my 40s, I'm like, listen, if Joe Rogan can look the way he does in his 50s, there's hope, you know.
6-pack in his 50s. That guy's a monster.
I know.
Speaking of being in shape, I don't know if you heard, but yeah, R.I.P. Richard Simmons.
I know. I saw that.
I think I need to get really fat. No, you don't.
That.
I bet the price of that NECA Richard Simmons figure just skyrocketed.
Right. Yeah. No one can rock short shorts like that guy could.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to talk about San Diego Comic-Con tonight. Well, it's specifically about the exclusive, and there is a lot of exclusives. However, Hasbro, not too many. It seems like they're cutting way back.
Yep.
Can't imagine why. We're seeing, I don't know if you've seen, but Scott Hughes has been sending me pictures of his ollies, and they're getting dumped with more product.
Yeah.
Your green Captain America is there in palletfuls.
That's what you get for trying to swipe my stuff, man.
Well, that's not the first thing they've swiped. I mean, they reuse the stuff you worked on all the time.
Listen, they reuse stuff in a Comic-Con item that we're going to talk about today.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's. I guess we'll just get right into it. I think that is the fastest we've ever got into a topic.
Probably, yeah.
But there is a lot to get to. So here we are, San Diego Comic-Con. Only 2 weeks away. 2 weeks from today, I will be in San Diego for the first. I've been in San Diego before, but not to the con. First time at San Diego Comic-Con. Now you've been there before.
Many times.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on San Diego Comic-Con?
I've seen it evolve. I was there when it was cool, and I was there when it evolved to the shit show that it is now. I went, the first time I ever went was the year 2000, I believe. And it was like still a comic book show. Like, granted, there was a ton of toy companies there and things like that, but it was still like a comic book show. And it wasn't like people Hall H shit, this and that. Like it was still a cool show, but it was still a massive show. And then, when I started going with Hasbro, you just saw like it, it became an entertainment thing, but it's also just like, like there's just people everywhere. It gets overwhelming. A lot of times, like I was like, I wanted to walk around, I wanted to buy stuff and see stuff, but I don't, this, you may not know this about me because, of all the shows that I do. I'm not a big fan of like crowds and people and stuff like that. I like to like live like a hobbit kind of, but when you're in San Diego, it's like super overwhelming. Like I remember if you wanted to go to like any point, like Hasbro was kind of in the front, which was good because you could escape easily. Right. But if you wanted to go walk around, if you wanted to go to the snack bar or something like that, it'd take you 25 minutes to get from one end to the other because you're just walking like this. And like I'm a fast walker, and I like beeline. I go where I needed to go, and it drives me nuts when people are just looking around. Like you have a lot of patience to walk around Comic-Con, so it's just I just used to stay at the booth.
And a lot of people smell.
A lot of people smell, and that's the other thing. It's like, guys,
like this guy,
like
Marvel Hasbro booth with Bobby Valla and not Duck Out Dwight Stahl. How you doing today, Bobby?
Doing great, throwing shade at Dwight.
Right,
Duck Out Dwight.
Good. I have a lot of questions regarding Marvel Legends, but you actually
this is the
Marvel
infamous
Legends. You work on a couple of other figures that
this isn't the one where he pulls out the Harley Quinn. It might have been the same year. He might have still had the mohawk. It might have been the same year, but I did an interview with him.
Came out, and then
or wait, does Dwight come into this shot? Oh, he does. That's right. I thought he was doing an interview with Dwight, but he was doing an interview with me, and he brings it out and then calls Dwight in. That's right.
Iron Man and Captain America.
Before we continue, Shartimus, please don't copyright claim me. Okay,
just take the video off.
We're not making fun of you.
Are there going to be more 12-inch figures like this coming in the future?
Oh yeah, for sure. We're planning on
and this
selling
is short.
this line
I just
a
want
lot.
to get
So you'll see at the panel later today. We might show some reveals. You'll see soon enough what our plans are for 2017, plans are for 2018, and beyond that.
So long ago.
Really blow up the 12-inch line because we really feel really good about the line. It's getting really good feedback. You did a great review for Spider-Man.
Thank you very much.
So we're really happy with the product. We think it's great. So we're really going to be pushing that 12-inch line.
Okay, so no clue as to what
shape back then.
We're going to see. Like, are we going to see more
you look the
X-Men?
exact
Maybe short.
You haven't aged in 8 years.
Sized character, perchance.
Marvel Universe is big, man. Marvel Universe is real big.
Yeah, Marvel Universe
a fresh line, I have so many characters to choose from. So I can literally start from scratch now. We got
kind of. I think so.
Yeah.
Get really good characters like Deadpool.
It wasn't even called Marvel Universe.
That's still need to be done. On B-listers, really great characters. So we can go as deep as we want because it's starting over new.
All right. Okay, I'm excited.
Oh yeah, that's when it became Infinite Series.
It's just really launching right now, right?
It is. It's just starting to hit retail. I think right now Spider-Man and Iron Man are at retail. Captain America hits a little later, but definitely by the end of the year it'll be.
I'm gonna get forward to the double pointed part.
All right. Wait, this is on camera. You don't like double jointed elbows?
It doesn't work well. It's like, why would you need to pivot twice on the elbow?
Yeah.
Of course, I love
Okay.
double jointed
Yeah.
elbows.
All right. So I mean, so even though you're not specifically working on this line, I mean, does it pain you at all to see, or do you think that it could be done where we will see double jointed elbows on female figures?
So I understand that the choice and why some females don't have double jointed elbows. You've seen that some of the bigger female characters, I believe that the Red She-Hulk, she had double jointed elbows. But with the females, when they're in a smaller, slimmer form, the more articulation you put on them, it kind of starts to distort that.
Were you gaslighting him?
Probably. I mean,
Yeah.
Hasbro tells us what we got to say, you know.
Because you got females with awesome double jointed elbows now.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, you can't say what you really want to say at these things. Hasbro tells you what you have to say.
Right.
Look of that female character. So when the double elbows are put on the females, it might kind of take away from the feminine look of their arms. So that's why I can understand why the double elbows aren't put on. So it's kind of put on a need,
corporate
a need
answer,
basis.
man.
So
100%. I was
kidding.
towing the line, baby. I would listen. I was a corporate dude. I was all about being a Hasbro.
I just know in your mind you're just thinking, freaking Deadpool dollar won't let me put double jointed elbows on him.
100%.
That's another reason why I'm bummed out. Dwight is not here, because I did bring a 6-inch scale Harley Quinn over here that does have double jointed elbows on her, and it looks fantastic and it works great, right? Oh no, you can't
thrown
toss
it.
it.
Oh man,
But it doesn't look too bad though, right?
There's a homeless man.
Yeah. So anyway, there you are. Get over here, Dwight. Come on, how you doing, man? We're gonna duck out of here. Oh no, he's doing great, man.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. All right, glad to finally see you here, Mr. Dwight Stahl. It would not be the same without us.
See, Dwight was
talking
always
to each
stealing
other.
my
I'm glad you
thunder.
made it
He
over.
was so jealous of me.
All right, and I'm not
Sadly,
totally
that's the
listening.
truth.
Sadly, that's the truth. Yes. Okay. So, gotta love this guy. So,
That was awkward.
Check this out. What do you think of those double jointed elbows?
This doesn't look like a Marvel figure.
It's not a Marvel figure.
It looks like some other. I don't know what universe this is from. But it doesn't look like Marvel to me.
Has nothing to do with Margot Robbie. Has nothing to do with Margot Robbie at all.
Who's that?
Yeah. See, exactly.
Yeah.
But how do you think it looks, though? I mean,
Not
the
bad.
double jointed elbows aren't too bad on there,
Not
right?
too bad.
Yeah. So I mean,
Oh,
I would
man,
really like to see
He's
the
fuming,
female
isn't he?
characters. You know,
Dude,
be able
he
to
was
hold the
so
guns
pissed
where we can
after
get,
this
you know,
interview.
more
Like, so pissed.
poses and stuff like that.
It's a fair ask.
All right. So hopefully, will we
He
see
was
the
not
double
happy
jointed
with Russ at
I'll
all.
never say yes or no to
Can't
anything
say yes
that
or
we're
no.
not showing in the case, but I hear
Okay.
you. I've heard you,
elbows?
peoples
Heard the
out there, and we're willing to give it a shot to look at it anyway. So
Okay.
we'll see what we can do.
Awesome. One thing I got.
All right,
room
turn
for
this
one
off.
more
I'm
question.
I'm sick of this.
All right. Okay, so this is 2016. I want to say 2021 was when they started doing female double jointed
It was
elbows.
a long time after that.
It was a long time,
It was
dude.
a long time.
Oh, so good.
Ugh,
Now watch, Shark's gonna copyright claim me, and I'll have to
probably.
I'll have to pull a Viper Island on him.
I saw he commented on my video this morning. I was like, wow, Shark watches my videos, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Did he correct something you said? Something about
So I was trying to look for it because I do not believe he was right. Because I said in the video that Legends took a break, which is why that Thor, that San Diego Comic-Con Thor and the Hammer said the return of Marvel Legends, because it took a break. And he said it never took a break. I was like, I'm pretty sure it took a break because that's when Marvel Universe was at its height because it took a break. That's how that line was able to survive because there was no 6-inch. I just couldn't find a comprehensive site that showed all the dates and when things were released. But I'm pretty sure, I'm like 98% sure I'm right.
I
and
think
he's
it
not.
was like very, very few things, like maybe just like exclusive concepts, like convention sets or something, because it was like pretty purely 3 3/4 for
Yeah.
at least a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean Forrester says Legends did take a break.
See?
Yeah. Also, Spider-Man Classics 2001, not 2000.
It
You
says
said-
2000. It says 2000 on the package.
Oh, okay.
And that was my second year. 2000 was my second year. Well, 2000 to 2001. Well, no, it was my first year of art school. It was year one. And I went from 2000 to 2003. And that year one, because me and that kid, we were only in the class together year 1 and year 3. And I remember it was year 1. Don't try to correct me. Don't try to correct me.
Fine. I'm just saying I remember 2001 because I remember where I was. And anyway,
maybe it was like, it could have been like a fall thing, like
yeah. That's probably just when I found them in the wild at KB Toy Store.
Yeah.
Cuckoo says, never let Hasbro gaslight you into believing they were the first with pinless knees and elbows. It is Toy Biz. Yeah, it is.
100% Toy Biz. 100%.
All right. We got a couple chats here. 206 Toys. Thank you, sir, very much. He says, Viper Island has a tiny wiener. Let's go. Have a great show tonight. Have a great show tonight, boys. Currently building the Lego McAllister house while listening. Oh, cool. The Home Alone house.
Nice.
That's a big, expensive set, but that's cool, man. Right on, Brandon. Good. Can I talk? Good to see you here. Brian Lacey's here. What's up, Brian? Thank you very much for the super chat. He says, have a great show, gents. Thank you, Brian. We met Brian. Brian came up to the booth at DFW. Good guy.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he got to hang out with the whole crew while we were working. But maybe next time we could hang out, Brian. Let's see here. And then B. Drew 90. Thank you, sir. Thank God it's Saturday, and we have the 3 POA to watch. What a shit show work week has. What a shit show work week. Cheers, fellas. Thanks, man. Thank you, B. Drew 90. Cheers.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Without further ado, let's get into it. San Diego Comic-Con 2024. Hasbro showed all their exclusives for the convention, and it seems like there's less than in years past.
They're cutting back everywhere.
I mean, for Legends, it's one figure, and I seem to remember it being like a box set and a figure.
That's the crowd. I was just going to say that. You read my mind.
Yeah.
Like, that's the crazy part is that, it's box sets. You're celebrating box sets, and now all of a sudden, like, you're not doing box sets anymore, and you're just doing this.
Kind of weird, but I think it's a pretty solid choice. Didn't you do Death's Head in
Marvel Universe?
Yeah,
so that's why I laugh at this. So, however, I can't fully take credit for it. So they literally changed nothing. They did the same thing that I did. You built this off of Colossus body.
Yeah.
Now, I was not the originator of Death's Head. David Vonner, he was the one that did Death's Head. He had a sculptor. This is back when sculptors were still doing sculpts out of wax and not 3D. Because after Vonner left and I took over Universe, my engineer, he gave me a bunch of these little boxes. And he goes, hey, man, this is all stuff that Vonner worked on. Here's stuff that never went into production. If you want to use it, you can use it. And I remember opening up one of these boxes and there were parts for fucking Death's Head. And I was like, what? Because I love Death's Head. I like Death's Head 2 better than Death's Head 1. But I saw it and I was like, holy crap. And he was like, yeah, my engineer was like, yeah, it's supposedly built on the Colossus body. So, of course, I did it. So it's like I got the figure out even though it didn't originate with me. But I remember these wax parts. It was so crazy seeing wax parts. But I look at this and I'm like, hey, dipshit Dwight, you changed nothing. You changed the one I did. They fit the accessories fit in his shield on his back the same way. The accessories fit into his hands the same way. They're the exact same accessories, exact same detail on the shoulder pads. And I'm like, dude, you changed nothing. You absolutely changed nothing. This is 100% the figure that I did. You just scaled him up.
But I mean, that's good for us collectors because it's probably going to be a great figure.
No, it's awesome. And it's like, listen, I love what they did with the box. I'm sure we're going to get to it, but it's just like
right here.
That's definitely a Ryan Ting thing. I bet this was all Ryan Ting's idea. Now it's just like this is genius. Now it's kind of one of those things where I'm just like, this item as a Comic-Con item is batshit crazy, because when I was there, granted that was 5 years ago, but when I was there, the initiative was we had 2 Comic-Con items. One can be straight Marvel comic stuff. One had to be very MCU tied in. So the first year that I did it, I did the Ant-Man one. We did Ant-Man. Yes, it was comic Ant-Man, but that's because it was the Ant-Man movie year. Hasbro was dumb in that way. They didn't understand Comic-Con. They didn't understand that Comic-Con was for the fans. They looked at it as, oh, it's a PR thing. How can we push this? Ooh, look how good we are. Ooh, let's push Ant-Man because we got the movie. No one gives a shit. So I had to make a shit item for it. Now, granted, it was one of my least favorite items, the Ant-Man set. But it's like, now I look and I'm like, wow, look how far we've come, to the point where no box set, no MCU tie-in, and you got some obscure character. Like, this is how they have fallen from the mountain. It's just like, this is like, and I love this item. I think this is a great item. I love the packaging, I think. And I usually hate packaging. I always shit on packaging. But I love what they did with this, because I love the cards, love the trading cards. Ryan Ting loves the trading cards. That's how I know this is a Ryan Ting, job. But it's like, now granted, they could have made this package bigger so you can actually see his legs like you could on the card, but that's, it's neither here nor there. But I just find it hilarious that they've fallen so far that they have one item and it's a single figure.
Yeah, it's like
you could have done. Listen,
just not in the budget, or
if you wanted to. Listen. I'm serving this shit up for them. I'm serving it up on a silver platter, and they're gonna think back and they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, we should have done that." If you're just gonna scale up one of my figures, just scale up something better. Do you know how popular the taco truck was? The Deadpool taco truck. It was probably one of the most successful, popular Comic-Con items ever. Just scale that up to Legends, dickheads. Like, why not just do that? You could probably reuse a bunch of my parts from my Deadpool scooter set, but like, why don't you just anniversary the taco truck because we got Deadpool coming out, and then you could do this whole PR thing. Ooh, but instead you do one figure and it's Death's Head. Okay.
Correction. This is Underbite Man.
Underbite Man.
Thank you, Curse of Fenrir. I like it. He's an intergalactic bounty hunter. His first appearance was actually in a Transformers comic book, and I've seen a lot of comments online of Transformers fans like, "Oh, I'm getting this." They want to pick this guy up because it's crossover, right?
Yeah, he's huge with Transformers fans.
Yeah. But like, here's headcanon. Death's Head is going to scale well with Transformers. The Titan, who won the Vamp from our giveaway, says, as a Transformers collector, Death's Head is a must for me. Absolutely. So this will probably be, believe it or not, I think it's going to be kind of hard to get because of the crossover. Hopefully I win the lottery on the Hasbro booth. I don't know if I will, because I would like to get this one and some other ones that they've shown. But yeah, we'll see. All right. So before we get into the Black Series, just a few comments from the chat. Stephen M., thank you for the comment. He says, 3POA podcast, I saw your video today, Bobby, covering the origins of adult toy collecting. It was a great video, sir, with some interesting insights.
Thanks, man. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I'm digging the content that I've been putting on the YouTube channel.
It was good, man. The whole thing that Matt has done with the channels that he works with to make like a little Saturday morning. Yeah, like he made a video about his videos, and it was kind of like the new Saturday morning cartoons, and it's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, right on.
I just think it's funny. I was sending him a text today about how, like, we're going. I said, you put your video up on Saturday morning, we go head to head, baby. I said, let me tell you something. Valaverse versus Pixel Dan ain't no fight, baby. There's one winner all day, and that's Austin 316, baby.
Did you see Pixel Dan's like a real wrestler now? Like he's wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm sure you don't walk around with a mohawk for just shits and giggles.
I
But
don't know. I thought it was a midlife crisis thing. I don't know. Let's see here. We got.
I like Dan, despite what he may think, but I don't like his news things, but it's fine.
Yeah. Talib 1980. Thanks for being a member, man. He says, recently found the channel and loving it. Great. Welcome to the 3POA, man. Glad to have you here. And thanks for being a member. Papa's Toys. Thanks for the super chat. Bobby, inwards at DFW and at the panel. Can't wait for my Series 5 to get here. How did the Zoom meeting go for the movie?
Unbelievable. So good that Ryan can justify, because I showed him a picture before the show started and it blew his mind. So shit is happening. Shit is happening. It's kind of crazy. Like I know, like it was always like going, and it was always like a thing that was progressing, but the steps that we took in the last like 3 weeks have been unbelievable, to the fact that like I can't even tease it, because I would get in trouble if I talked about what the picture was.
Yeah. Don't say anything.
Yeah.
Thank you, Papa's Toys. Roll Keeper's here. What's up, man? We met him at DFW. He says, sorry I'm late, but I was distracted by current events. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm surprised I'm actually surprised we have 283 people watching. I didn't think anyone would be watching tonight, but thanks to you all for being here.
We got
Roll Keeper is someone I would really like to talk to about today's events, for sure, considering his previous line of work.
What was his line of work?
I don't know if I should say.
Oh, all right. Tell me after.
Yeah, he could put it in the chat if he wants, but I wouldn't put that out there.
Yeah.
Earl Potts is here. What's up, Earl? Thanks for the Tater Chat. I have christened these the Tater Chats. Thank you for that, Earl. He says, since I had to pull out of Terrificon, I'll see you guys at Rhode Island Comic-Con. Bobby, I have something epic for your Batman office wall.
Ooh.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks,
you
man.
in November. Yeah, right on.
It's better off, because it's like no one's going to see me at Terrificon anyway. I'm going to be in the casino. You think I'm going to be at the booth? Listen, if you guys are coming to the show to meet me, come to a different show, because I'm going to be in the poker room or at the craps table. It's if you want to come find me, you come find me, but that's where I'm going to be.
It's just going to be me and Jordan at the booth.
Yeah, you and Jordan are going to be working the booth, selling, elite Praetorians, and I'm just going to come back to the booth when I need to reload for cash.
Oh, Jordan's going to drive me nuts.
Sorry.
Thanks, Earl. And Cosmic Gladiator is here. Thanks for the Tater Chat. Question for both. What's the best exclusive you ever got? Oh, man.
Jeez.
Let me think on that for a minute while we talk Black Series. Yeah. I will keep this comment started and we'll come back to it. All right, so Black Series, for all their faults and for all of the missteps and weird repaints and sublines, lack of characters that we want, dialing back articulation on figures for some reason. Despite all those things, I am very happy to see their exclusive for this year. And again, not a box set, a single figure. But they're putting a newly tooled Darth Maul with his Sith speeder, and I think it looks awesome. Yeah,
pretty cool.
This is a long time coming. We've been asking for this for a long time.
Yeah,
people were using your Hero Mashers Sith speeder for the.
No way, really? I didn't work on that item.
Oh, you didn't? I thought.
Nope.
Oh. I take it back then. It sucked. I'm kidding. But you're getting the what's it called? That's not the torture droid, although it looks like it.
It's a probe droid.
Yeah, it's like a probe droid, yeah. Let's see here. What's going on in the chat? Nuking comments.
Huh?
Yes, Zakanen. Yes, thank you, Zakanen. Forgive us mods on nuking comments tonight. Historical event in the US, but this is a toy stream. Look, we can't ignore it.
Yeah.
We know what happened.
Yeah.
It is a historical event. I'm glad there's 300 people here. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm glad we could be a little distraction from today's events.
Yep.
I want to be careful with what I say, not because I'm worried about offending someone, but because I don't know what YouTube is going to do going forward.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, exactly. I appreciate you all being here, but please like Zakane in here says, forgive the mods, because it's not just about keeping peace in the chat, which that shouldn't be a problem, but it's more about not pissing off YouTube and whatever new standards they'll put into effect and ding the channel on. So
yeah, I mean, listen, we wanted to address it. We talked about it, but it's like, yeah, we have to, follow the YouTube, guidelines and algorithms and things like that. So,
yeah,
but
yeah. And this is a toy stream. So
it's a toy stream, and you see how we know that it's a toy stream and we stick to toys, unlike some other dickhead out there who uses his toy platform to push his agenda. Watch, I'm sure he's going to post some shit post. And Dan Larson, I'm telling you right now, you post some shit post, buddy, it's going to go fucking real bad for you.
Okay. Let's bring it down.
Now we're done.
Bring it down. We're bring it down. Darth Maul on assist speeder. Bobby, do you need it for your collection?
I don't.
Oh,
I don't. You know what it is? I'm not a big Black Series collector.
But he fights and kills your favorite Jedi.
And that's what I'm mad about. So on my desk, I have the Black Series Qui-Gon with a custom robe to make him perfect. It's the anniversary one with the better head, and then I had to like cobble together and make the best Qui-Gon. However, I just bought from Toy Co. He had the figure arts or the Mafex. I forget who did it. The Qui-Gon and Darth Maul, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy both of those. And the Darth Maul is really cool. So I have them set like they're fighting each other. But that's
figure arts. Yeah.
That figure arts. Yeah. So that's really all I need. I mean, again, it's the
figure arts Darth Maul. I have that one, and it's
a great figure.
It's a great figure. Yeah.
Great figure.
This is a definite pickup for me though, just because it's the first time we've gotten this style robe, that he was wearing in that scene.
Yeah. And
it's
got soft goods on his skirt and then soft goods on the robe.
Yeah. I feel like figure arts teased the Sith speeder before, but I don't know if they ever actually released it. I don't think they did.
I mean, it's kind of a stupid looking vehicle.
I mean,
I get it. I get it. If you're wearing all black and you're in the desert, you probably want a vehicle.
Yeah. Does it have AC? But George's designs, for episode 1 really went very like Art Deco. And who was it? Was it Doug Chang, I think, was the designer. It was a huge departure from, the original trilogy.
Yeah.
For the most part. But I like it. I think it's cool. So there he is. And another little nod to nostalgia is it's in a box that resembles the 12-inch Darth Maul.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
That's really, really awesome.
So this is cool. The Black Series team did good with this one, I got to say.
Yeah.
Very cool. Nice throwback. All right.
Now, you know what would have made it better, though?
What?
If you had Qui-Gon with the poncho on a Kadu. Oh, come on.
Well, maybe I could see that being a regular retail release of some sort.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've got a beast in Black Series. I think the last one was the Dewback.
Did they do Little Anakin?
Yes.
They did episode 1 Anakin?
Yeah, he just came out like earlier this year.
Oh, okay.
So I have him, yeah. Hal Jordan says Speeder looks like a physical representation of a wedgie. Thank you, Nicotronus. Yeah, Doug Chang and Ian McCaig. Thank you. Yeah. World Made of Cardboard. What's up, John? He says Maul Speeder looks like a rocking chair. I don't know if I mentioned this on the show, but I know I shared it on Facebook. World Made of Cardboard put out a really, really cool, simple video recapping his time at DFW, G.I. Joe show. And it's absolutely worth your time to check it out, even if you weren't there. But if a mod could put a link to his channel or at least to that video in the chat, that'd be great. But definitely check that out. Thank you, World Made of Cardboard. All right. Moving on. Our favorite G.I. Joe Classified, the one that we hate.
However, it's my favorite Comic-Con item they showed.
Really?
Oh, 100%. I love this item. Yep.
Once a man, Cobra Commander.
Yep. I am all about this. Yep. You know what it is? I just love the movie. Like, to me, I like the G.I. Joe movie was awesome because I remember, like, I was young, so I don't know if they showed it in theaters. I just remember when they showed it on TV, like, in the mornings before I went to school. This was like a 3-part, episode because they showed it over 3 days, and I just thought it was great. The movie was awesome, and then like this was the highlight for me because you got to see what Cobra Commander looked like under the mask. Now, granted, they turned him into a snake, so he didn't look like this. He looked like the blue people. But this is awesome. And I say it all the time, how G.I. Joe leans heavy, like Classified leans heavy into the nostalgia feels. This got every one of my feels when I saw this. I was like, yep.
Wow.
Yep. I
That's
love this item. I love it's all it took, man. It's all it took.
Was a little snake.
I'm easily pleased.
A little trouser snake.
I mean, they messed up with one thing, but we'll get to that. But this is an awesome item. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Well, I have no desire for this at all. So if I do get pulled for the Hasbro booth lottery, I'll grab one for you because
thanks, man.
I don't want it for me. This is very easy. In fact, I don't think they've done an exclusive yet that I've wanted, like they did. And I'm not saying they're bad figures. What's that?
They did Serpentor,
Dr. Yeah, the year before that, I think was Dr. Mindbender.
Okay.
They did the color changing Zartan.
Yep.
I think Zartan was the first one.
That black and red Cobra Commander with the soft goods cape, that wasn't a Comic-Con item?
That was the first one.
That was
I think that was a San Diego. All of those I passed on. I was like, I don't need it, And this, I'll add that to the list of ones that I don't need. So let's see here. We got Figure Fight Club wants to know what we're drinking. I have S.E. Callahan's straight bourbon whiskey. This was I've said it a million times. Thank you, Vishay and Samantha, for this. But this is what I'm usually having. And I'm almost out after like a year. Over a year. But I have another bottle thanks to Vishay and Samantha. So that's what I'm having.
I'm drinking Viking Blood. It's a honey mead. I love honey mead wines. And I haven't had this in a while. There's a liquor store down the street from the office here that carries this. And I was driving here and I'm like, I think I'm going to go with some Viking Blood for the show tonight. So
cool.
That's what I got.
It's been, I have seen the G.I. Joe movie and I saw part of it recently, but it's been so long since I've seen it in its entirety. I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
So Cobra Commander turns all the way into a snake?
He does. He does. So after he like gets scaled up as a human, he ends up like shrinking down and turns into a snake with arms and then slithers away.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And he attacks Roadblock.
Well, so Roadblock gets blinded at the Cobra Law Palace. And I think he helps Cobra Commander escape. Kind of thing. I think like they escape together kind of thing. I don't 100% remember, even though I've seen it a bunch of times. But this is the one thing that pissed me off about this item, because this is how dumb the G.I. Joe team is. Now get ready, Hasbros, because this is where I'm going to shit on your beloved Hasbro and your beloved G.I. Joe Classified team. But if you don't realize this and you don't get mad about it, you aren't really G.I. Joe fans. So go F yourself with this one.
Shots fired.
So in the cartoon, Cobra Commander's wrapped around Roadblock. However, it's not gold armor Nerf gun Roadblock. You mean to tell me you couldn't take the Amazon Roadblock that you did, the classic Roadblock, and put him in this picture? You didn't have anyone on the G.I. Joe team that said, we should probably change that up. You didn't have anyone there overseeing this thinking, hey, we should. No, let's use Wave 1 pinned shitty gold armor Roadblock. Good job, you absolute dumb idiots. Like, it's so, and that's the thing, because I see an item like this And I'm like, I love this item. I love it. I can't wait to get it. I'm so jazzed about this item. Everything that comes with the actual item is awesome. And then something like this happens. And I'm just like, nope. There's that stupid Joe team that I remember. There you go. There you go. So again, you Joe bros, if you just got mad at that comment that I made, you aren't really G.I. Joe fans, because you should have gotten mad about this too, because this isn't accurate. He's awesome. Look how awesome he looks. I mean, the only bad thing is that you cut articulation. They should have went with the,
Yeah, new tooling, man. They got to get on the double ball peg.
Yep.
Yeah, the U joint should be retired.
Yep. But the other thing is, so like, see how they put mud on the bottoms of his pants? Yeah. So but his shoes aren't dirty.
Right.
That's kind of funny.
So I looked. I didn't see like any advertised prices on these. I'm guessing this is 40. And as far as
I don't know, man. I think he's a $50 item. In that, because you got to think, Mutt was $40. However, he's on clearance now.
Yeah.
And they're going to consider this the snake a beast, like the size of Junkyard. So, but he's in the Comic-Con packaging, that 5th panel, the sleeve, everything. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a $50 item. Yep.
Wow. There it is in the box. Got some cool packaging art.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Front and back.
Wait, can you go back to that for a second?
Sure.
Okay.
What do you see?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. Because they got the new exclusive Cobra Commander on the left there in the picture.
Well, that's what I was looking at. I'm like,
yeah. That's not the His Tank one, because he has the full on longer black gloves.
Are you sure? Because he doesn't have the vac metal faceplate.
He might. That could just be
that's the other thing. It's like, dude, you mean to tell me that you did a vac metal faceplate for a shitty retro card figure, but you didn't do vac metal for a special San Diego Comic-Con item? Damn, Lenny, you suck at your job. Like, you suck at your job. It's like I have to design for this guy. It's like I have to like let him know about the thing, the low-hanging fruit he messes up on a daily basis.
And you're not even on the payroll.
I'm not even on the payroll. However, you know what's funny? I left there, and I probably make more in 6 months than he probably will make in his entire career at Hasbro.
Oh,
that's the funny thing.
That's harsh.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers. Tyderium Hanger says price is $39.99 until it hits eBay for $150. That's true. Dude, I got a Serpentor and I gave it away on the show, and then look up the prices of
Isn't that thing like a $200 figure right now?
It went crazy, man. And oh yes, thank you to Rondo White Belt. That's going to be the single carded one, not the His Tank version. Yeah. Okay. Card art. Next up is Transformers. We could speed through this in a minute after I get to some of these chats from the chat. Andy Morgan, aka Mrs. A World Made of Cardboard, well, welcome. Thanks for being a member. Says Death's Head, the connection between Transformers, Marvel, and Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
That's news to me. I did not know that. Wow. Okay. Well, thanks for the tater chat. Let's see. I got that one. How about, here we go. Talking about Terrificon. Natural Nate Marvel. Thanks for the super chat. Craps Table, $10. Hard 4, $10. Hard 6, $10. Hard 8, $10. Hard 10, always working.
I'll probably be betting a lot more than that.
Yeah. I'm sure you will, because I know that Elite Praetorian is going to be a freaking blockbuster.
Yup.
Thank you, Natural Nate Marvel. Soul Brothers here. Thanks for the super chat, Soul Brother. LP Bobby, what's good? Bobby, see you at Jolana. What are your thoughts on the Joy
nice.
Toy Warhammer 40K 118 figures?
I'm not I'm not familiar with Warhammer. I mean, I know what it is. I think McFarlane's doing it too, but I have not seen. I think I've probably seen the Joy Toy stuff. I mean, listen, Joy Toy does awesome stuff. Their 118 stuff is fantastic. I have a bunch of their Predator figures, but I just kind of see stuff online. I think they're great. It's cool that like they're getting out there with way more stuff. But yeah, I'm not a Warhammer fan or follower or anything like that. So, but I'll check it out.
Cool. Real quick, Headcanon says, yeah, Death's Head can time travel, and they did a comic crossover with Doctor Who.
Wow. Okay.
Did not know that.
Okay.
Thank you, Headcanon. See, Tiderium Hanger says, if I cannot get my hands on this, I will call up Hasbro and cancel every classified pre-order I have placed with them. He wants that once a man Cobra Commander. Thank you, Tiderium Hanger. I've been digging your channel lately, man, and I barely collect Transformers. Let's see here. Okay. Natural Nate Marvel, thanks again for another super chat. He says Cobra Commander as a 1% biker gang member. Thank you, sir. Oh my God. Do I have this on my board? Let me see here. I do. KJ Smith, thanks for the tater chat. Joe Bros.
Emotional damage.
Thank you, sir. Wait for Bobby to get back for this next one so that he can shoot it down. Let's see here. Hurry up and get your damn ice, Vala. In the meantime, we can play this.
Hi, Ryan, Bobby, and Tony. I love boys who play with action figures and collect toys.
Oh, look at that. Just in time, baby.
There she is. Woo.
Super chat for you, Bobby. Marcus Dana, please make a Donald J. Trump Action Force figure.
That's just, listen, I don't care which way you lean. That's a bad idea. It's a bad idea all around. You don't get political with your toys, buddy.
Thank you, Marcus Dana. Appreciate you for the super chat, man. And our buddy Eric Alfred Abel. Thanks for the tater chat. What's up, fellas? Law and Order are my favorites from the movie. We might be seeing you at Terrificon. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Right on, man. See you there. Law and Order, that's the dog and the...
Yeah, the MP.
Okay. I think those are coming. I thought I saw them on a list or something. I don't remember.
Low-hanging fruit. Nostalgia. Should be easy.
Yeah. All right. Now for the Transformers exclusive. Legacy United, Optimus Prime, and Megatron of some sort. If anyone wants to fill me in on these, please do. I don't know what these are. It looks like Cybertronian mode stuff.
I'm lost as well.
I don't know what it's from. Not a huge Transformers guy. Tiderium Hanger. You want the link? You want to come on and explain this to us real quick? They look. They don't look like collector's items to me. They look like
kid items, right?
They look like children, like they look like rescue bots almost to me.
Yep.
So I don't know what's happened to the Transformer line, but they look really cheap.
When I was on the exclusives team, when I first started at Hasbro, I was working on Transformers Masterpiece. And I did, the Soundwave and the Acid Storm and the Sunspot or whatever he was called. And, I wasn't a Transformers fan, but I was like really digging doing the Masterpiece stuff. And I was like, I want to know more about Transformers, and third-party stuff was huge. And normally Hasbro would piggyback off of Takara with the Masterpiece stuff. Like Takara did Soundwave and sold the cassette separate. So what we did is we did our Soundwave, made his eyes yellow like the cartoon, and then included all the tapes. So it made it a little different. They didn't do Acid Storm. We beat them to Acid Storm. But I remember pitching the idea to the head of Transformers at the time. I was like, look, Takara, we're always relying on Takara's tooling. But we know the Masterpiece stuff sells really well. Sorry. We know the Masterpiece stuff sells really well. Why don't we tool our own and make it a Comic-Con exclusive and then sell it mainline afterwards? And I said, they haven't done a Galvatron yet. let's be the first ones to do a tooled Galvatron masterpiece. And then, it'll be a big hit. And he loved the idea, but he was like, yeah, we're not paying for all that tooling. So that was that. It's like, okay, go ahead. Do your kid items.
NECA says they're terrible repaints and retools. Okay, that's news to me. Shane Shooter says they're from terrible repaint. Shane Shooter says it's from the new movie they have coming out aimed at more for kids. This is from Transformers 1. They look different.
No, the new
Ninja
movie.
Knight.
The new
Ninja
movie.
Knight. Yeah. Ninja Knight says it's so bad it's a reuse of Studio Series War for Cybertron Optimus Prime and War for Cybertron Megatron from like 6 years ago.
They look like they're old items.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of a weird
Everyone's
choice.
Everyone's cutting back.
Yeah. Ninja Knight had another good comment about. Let me see if I can find it. I need a producer. Need a producer to star this stuff for me. Here it is. John Warden left Transformers and now is back on it. This doesn't seem like something he'd do. Could it be he was brought back to steady the brand?
It's not like he was brought. He's always been on Transformers. Like that's
Which one is John Warden? Is he the guy?
John Warden used to work on G.I. Joe all the time.
Okay.
He was my boss when I was an intern, and then like when G.I. Joe died, he transitioned over to Transformers and like totally turned his back on Joe. Like would never talk about it. He would always talk about how like it shouldn't be around. I remember he told me once. He goes, because I was telling him, I want to reboot G.I. Joe. Like this is after Retaliation when it went away. And I was like, yeah, I want to reboot G.I. Joe. He goes, you don't want to reboot that brand. He goes, that brand's dead. I was like, no, man, there's something there. And he's like, it's a hard brand to do. I was like, all right. So he got really crotchety over G.I. Joe. But I think he was always a bigger Transformers fan than G.I. Joe fan. But I think I said it on this podcast that he put on LinkedIn that he had got promoted, which he really didn't. He was always the level he was for the last couple of years. But he goes, I'm now the design director heading our great Transformers brand of collector products, blah, blah, blah. Like went on like 3 or 4 sentences about Transformers. And he said, and G.I. Joe Classified. And then that was it. It's just like, wow. Okay. You just mentioned the redheaded stepchild that you hide under the stairs. Okay.
Media Clash chimes in with a correction. He says it's from the IDW comic book, not the new movie. Okay. Well, whatever.
I think this shows that me and Ryan have zero knowledge of Transformers.
Yeah, very little. Either way, it's not for me. I'm not waiting in line for that. And that's it from Hasbro, dude. That's all of it. Like Lightning Collection is done, right? They don't have Fortnite anymore.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean that's and only like one item each. And the big three, Star Wars,
nothing for Ghostbusters.
No Ghostbusters, yeah.
Yep.
And Star Wars, Marvel, one each.
Yep. Yeah.
G.I. Joe, a single figure.
Cutting back, bro. Cutting back.
Crazy.
Times are a-changing.
I always looked forward to the big box sets, like what they were going to do.
I know.
Like that Thor box set was so cool back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunderbolt set was cool.
Yep.
The Raft, but now
the Raft. Yep.
Yeah.
Even though it was for the stupid Netflix series, but the Subway box set with the Defenders on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Excellent set. I have that too. I still have the box for that. I kept the box because it's great for photography. I put the NECA movie turtles in that and took an awesome picture years ago.
Good idea.
All right. Let's see here. D's Nuts sends in a super chat. Thank you, D's Nuts. He says, it was great meeting y'all at DFW. Hope you come back to Texas. Added more figures, weapons packs to the collection. Thanks for the cool stickers. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. What do you think? Going back to DFW? Back to Texas at all?
I would definitely do the show again. I think there's some logistic things we got to work out, but I would definitely do the show again.
Right
And
on.
it's going to be at a much bigger place. So,
Yes.
yeah.
That's the important part. Yep.
Well,
All right. Thank you, D's Nuts. Headcanon. Thank you for the super chat. I know this isn't SDCC related, but is there any word on the 60th anniversary Marine and Air Force figures? I think we're going to get that.
did
I
they
think we're going to
announce
get
them?
word on that at, yeah. Well, they're doing a live stream the day before San Diego Comic-Con, I think.
Okay.
And then like the next day, they're revealing the HasLab at the con.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean the Rattler?
The Rattler, yeah. Right. But that's specifically those two figures. I don't have any info. I haven't seen anything. So then our friend George Aitken says got to go. Good night, guys. Good night, George. Have a good one, buddy. Thank you. Thomas Goes Nostalgic is here. Sends a super chat. Thank you. Bobby, love your take on Power of the Force 2. I've been picking up some missing figures from Power of the Force 2 to episode 3. If you guys ever talk about that, holler. See you in the con.
All right.
That
All right.
I mean, you're actively collecting that line at DFW. You picked up a bunch of stuff.
It's
That-
like
that might
I'm
be
actively collecting it, but like hesitant because I'm like,
Right.
shit, man. I can't display them all. Like, what am I gonna? Why am I doing this?
There's
why
a
am I
lot.
doing it?
There's a lot of them. They're inexpensive.
They are inexpensive, which is the
Yeah.
good part. They
Yeah.
are very inexpensive because I looked at it like this. I can do Power of the Force 2. I can do freeze frames. I could do episode 1 and Power of the Jedi. That was my run. And I was like, I could do them all, and it could be very inexpensive.
Vehicles too.
No.
Vehicles aren't that cheap.
No?
No, they're not that cheap. They've gone up. But yeah.
What I did like about Power of the Force 2 was they had some play sets. You know,
Yes.
they had the bridge rappel thing. They had a Bespin freeze chamber that was pretty decent. So
that bridge playset was awesome. I had that.
yeah.
Yeah, the inner workings of the Death Star thing with the you swing them across. Yeah. Thank you, Thomas. Oh, Thomas is coming to Terrificon. Yeah, Terrificon.
Awesome.
So we'll see him there. Cool. Thanks, bud. All right, we're getting into NECA. Now NECA's got a pretty typical exclusive lineup for them. I don't think they're cutting back, but they're doing Earl Sinclair as what was this called? Captain. I don't remember. Captain Important or something.
Wow.
It's just another variant. So I think this is the third variant. They did him in his traditional, regular clothes, his work clothes, and now this.
Wow.
No, not into dinosaurs.
I mean,
Well,
I
you were
watched
a
it
kid.
as a
You
kid.
liked
I
it.
watched it as a kid. Doesn't mean I'm gonna collect it.
This show was huge in the early 90s.
Oh, it definitely was.
It fell off quick, but it was like,
Yeah.
it was real popular for a couple seasons at least. So Earl Sinclair, I mean, this looks like it's straight off the screen. They do such a good job with the figures.
Yeah.
It looks like
their stuff's amazing. It looks so good.
Looks like a shrunken down, screen used costume. So Earl Sinclair, we're getting another version of the Predator from the feral Predator from Prey.
Yeah. Wow, they're really pushing this thing. They've
It's
done
only the third one they've done.
Only the third one. This movie came out like 2 years ago.
There's another one coming out though.
But it's like they did this movie 2 years ago, and this is your Comic-Con exclusive? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They had the mold.
This is true. They have the mold.
This is not the bear blood. I have the bear blood. What are they calling this one? Ultimate camo. I should have written this down. Ultimate camo something. Predator. Whatever. You know what you're getting, but he's translucent now. And there he is. Oh, dude, look at the dog, the wolf's head accessory with the spine hanging out.
That's awesome.
Cool. That is awesome. PETA will love that. Oh, and now this is cool. So this is like the sketch edition, Eastman and Laird Turtles 2-pack. Now you're a Turtles guy.
Yeah, but I'm not like This is too deep for me.
Too
This
deep.
is way too deep for me.
I mean, are you pretty much sticking with movie stuff?
Just movie stuff. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's not much left for them to do from the movies because I don't. Yeah, we were talking about it before the show, but
Only
Tatsu.
one guy left.
Yeah,
one left.
Tatsu is happening.
I mean,
People have him in hand already.
I shouldn't say one guy left because this is where NECA dropped the ball. You could have done. I'm sure there's probably like a contract thing. I'm sure he wants a ton of money. But if you did a Vanilla Ice figure for Comic-Con,
they might, dude. I mean, maybe they've worked it out. They've said in the past they can't do Tatsu because they can't find the guy. Well, guess what?
Right?
They
Said they couldn't do Tatsu. They said they couldn't do Casey Jones. So it's all worked out so far.
Tatsu.
Look at him. All soft goods. Woo.
Yeah. He looks
See,
great.
I thought he was. So, guys, I thought he was a Comic-Con figure. So I asked Ryan, I said, "Oh, you got Tatsu in there?" He goes, No. That's not a Comic-Con item. People are finding him at Walmart. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. It's kind of funny. They made him come with a bunch of shit he never had in the movie.
It's cool, though. So I was watching Mad Hatter, and Mad Hatter used to go to this guy's karate school, like this actor's.
Oh, for real?
So after the movie, he was like running, I think it's karate, some martial art. But Mad Hatter would like go to his school and learn how to karate chop stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. I forget the actor's name. No, wait. Now, is this serious? Hopkins von Rabbitarius. Is he really playing? Is Jared Leto playing Vanilla Ice in a biopic?
No. No.
Vanilla Ice doesn't own his name. Was he called Vanilla Ice in the movie? They never named him.
Yeah, I guess they didn't.
He owns his likeness, right? So they could work out a deal with Rob Van Winkle.
Is that what his real name was?
That's his real name, Robert Van Winkle. Yeah.
What a terrible name.
I know, right?
I'm sorry if anyone has the same name.
I would love if they did Vanilla Ice, but they're doing these sketch turtles. So here they are. It's a 2-pack. They've been up for pre-order a few times. They did pre-sales. They sold out each time, but they should be at the con hopefully. Because if I'm walking through and I see these, I'll grab them. You know,
it's just it's a deep cut for me.
Very deep cut. But if there's a big ass line, I'm not waiting in the line. You know, if I can just walk up and buy them. And by the way, this is my first San Diego Comic-Con, so maybe walking up to a booth and just buying something is like out of the question, unheard of. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I've entered the lottery for like everything. NECA was not on that list. Mezco wasn't on that list. So hopefully you can just walk up and buy stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
I wonder. Now, granted, it's like everyone thought that Judith Hogue was the April, but it's like the second movie had a different April, you know? And I'm pretty sure in the third movie, it was the same actress.
Yes, it was.
So she played April more than Judith Hogue played April. So, you know, I wonder if they would do it. It would be stupid to do because, I mean, Judith Hogue was the original April. Like, she was great. But, you know, I try to think like, okay, after I just ordered the Professor 2-pack. Once I get Tatsu, it's like, is there really anything left from the first two movies?
Well,
there's nothing like you'd have to go really deep to do anything, you know, from the first two movies. But I don't have the. Aren't they doing a 2-pack of what's his name? When he infiltrates the Foot Clan. Who's the kid that rides a scooter? Kino. The Kino and the Foot Soldier 2-pack with the fat Foot Soldier. I'm pretty sure.
I already got it.
Oh, you got it? I don't have that
already
one
out.
yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got that. They did him in that 2-pack. They did him with the scooter.
Yeah, I have the
Maybe
scooter
they'll
one.
do the Domino's delivery driver.
This is the 10. Yeah, 14.
No Velvet Plats. I did not apply for the Funko booth lottery. Sorry. I only applied for Hasbro and then the Mattel booth in case I knew someone that wanted the
And
MOTU.
Super 7? You did Super 7, didn't you?
No, Super 7 wasn't even on the list. Yeah. The Four Samurai that Casey Jones babysits. I think they'll do, Secret of the Use April. That actress is on the con circuit. She was at the Toy Federation con.
Okay.
Or she's going to it or something. They were talking about it today. I was watching some video from Toy Federation, and Ryan was talking about her being at their con. So,
gotcha.
I could definitely see her being put in the line. Yeah. All right, and then they're doing Flash Gordon, movie Flash Gordon with this thing. You know what this is called?
I don't.
I was supposed to have my notes all done, but this slideshow is incredibly large. And
look at how terrible those single arm joints look.
Yeah, that's old school.
Like,
they did the same freaking thing with Casey Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. They get so far and then they just stop. I don't know why.
Yeah.
NECA has really improved though. They used to basically be statues.
Yeah, no, NECA definitely has improved.
And they're actually re-releasing some of their old statuesque figures like Beetlejuice and Hannibal Lecter.
I did see that they were releasing Beetlejuice figures that have 8 points of articulation. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Those are old figures.
Oh, I didn't know they put them out previously. I was like,
yeah.
Really, guys? You're doing half statues? Okay.
Yeah. DJ Bill Utley says, Flash on! Savior of the universe. That's Freddie Mercury, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
You know what I love about NECA doing Flash Gordon?
What?
It's way more successful than Boss Fight doing Flash Gordon.
Well, it's a scale a lot of people still care about.
That's awesome.
Sorry, Chad, if you're watching. Chad.
No, Chad should know. Chad should know. Those companies that are doing 4-inch, you don't support those companies. And you know who I'm talking about. There's a couple of them.
Yeah. Curse of Fenrir says, I just don't like how this Flash Gordon looks. It's really too bad because I love the movie. It was a childhood first in theater with my mom. Oh, wow.
Huh.
Yeah, it kind of boring to me, but whatever. We're getting another Alf.
Wow.
This is another one I'll pick up if I don't have to wait in line. I love the accessories that comes with it. He comes with a poster tube and a selfie stick.
Oh, so this is like modern day Alf, huh?
Yeah, it's like a cosplay Alf. Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. It says, look up in the sky. It's me. Ha!
Huh.
Remember Alf?
I remember Alf.
The kid from Alf just died like a couple days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the boy. He
wow.
Yeah, he was found in his car dead.
Jeez.
With his dog, too. His dog was dead in the car, too. Like, he fell asleep in the car in the heat.
Oh.
Yeah, and him and his dog died. It was freaking terrible. Yeah. Jeez. But there's Alf, selfie stick, poster tube, a poster, some stickers, a bunch of hands. Same base body, it's just some soft goods on top, but...
Yeah.
I mean,
listen, they're making it special, so...
Yeah. It's special for those going to the con, for the diehard Alf fans, if there is such a thing. I love their first Alf figure. I have it. It's kind of the only one I feel I need. This one is just tempting for those accessories because I'm an accessory whore. So, yeah, maybe I'll get this one. Then a glow-in-the-dark Nosferatu variant from NECA.
Okay.
Yeah. The horror fans, it's a classic, right? Like the first horror movie ever.
I guess.
Yeah. Single carded like that, like the Mummy was. It was like a Target exclusive, I think. I saw that weird single carded Mummy at Target. I scanned the barcode and it was $40 with no accessories. Dude, I put that thing back.
Ew.
Yeah. 40 freaking bucks on this gigantic card.
Ew.
I don't need a glow in the dark Nosferatu, so it's definitely a pass for me. Let's see here. Thomas goes nostalgic with the super chat. Thank you, sir. Come on, Bobby. Sam Rockwell.
You want menthol or regular?
That's a good point. They could totally do him.
I
They
mean,
could put him in the line because there's no way he signed away his likeness for that movie.
yeah.
If they can get Sam Rockwell to agree, give him a little paycheck, maybe we'll see him.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't need the Sam Rockwell figure. I'm talking about people that actually mattered in the movie.
Mm-hmm. All right, Nosferatu. Mezco had a couple of releases. They were already put up for pre-order online, but you should have a chance to get them at the show, I believe. You know what? Real quick, I want to talk. I want to get to Greg's comment. Question for us: Ryan and Bobby, are there any celebs listed for Rhode Island Comic Con that you are hoping to get to see?
I got to look up to find out if this is true or not. I believe Hayden Panettiere is going to be at Rhode Island Comic Con. And if that's the case,
the cheerleader,
if that is the case, I better tell my wife she better get them divorce papers ready. Yeah.
I haven't seen her since she was on Heroes. Does she not to be crude or crass, but did she hold up?
She did hold up.
Okay.
She didn't need them, but she was one of those ones that like she got implants that were like really huge, and she started dating that boxer, Vladimir Klitschko or something like that. And then I think she went through a rough patch. She was drinking a lot, and there were some issues with her and her kids, but she's like come back around again, and she's got some redemption going on. But she still holds up 100%. Yeah. The only one who would probably get it over her is Melissa Benoist from Supergirl, which I waved to her at Comic-Con one year when I was there for Hasbro, and she waved back at me.
Really?
She did. I called out. I was like walking past, and I was like within 10 yards of her. I was like, "Yo, Melissa." And she looked over, and I waved to her, and she smiled and waved, and I was like, "Ooh, gotcha."
Did the cartoon hearts like come out of your head? You know?
Oh, I ran back to the booth. I ran back to the booth all giddy. Oh, it was great. It was great.
Dwight, guess what?
Yeah, I told her, I was like, she waved to me. Like she actually waved to me, not to a group of people, to me.
I'm glad you had that moment.
I had that moment.
All right. So your favorite company, Mezco, who you are still completely invested in, buying every figure. Admit it. Even though you're upset with Mezco, you're not buying their stuff. This Casey Jones looks amazing.
It's pretty
Admit
awesome.
it. You got to admit.
It is. It's pretty awesome.
I don't even have the turtles. I missed out on the turtles, and I pre-ordered this Casey Jones.
I never knew I needed a pair of soft good sweatpants before.
I know, right? Dude, it's so good.
It's really good.
Yeah. Like, just like any Mezco, accessories on point. All this amazing photography here is just great. Go ahead.
But it's like, do they have this figure available at Comic-Con?
So I pre-ordered it online, and they're going to ship it to me after Comic-Con. So yes, it is their Comic-Con, but they don't brand it San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Okay.
Because then they have to involve San Diego Comic-Con with it. So they call it a Mezco.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is this figure available at the show?
Yes. I think it should be.
Yeah. So that whole San Diego Comic-Con thing, it started when I was there, when I was at Hasbro. One year, it got to the point where they're like, yeah, we're not branding it San Diego Comic-Con anymore because they started wanting a piece of it.
Right.
And they started charging like ridiculous amounts of money to put Sdcc on it.
Right.
Fine. We'll just call it a con exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
And they shot themselves in the foot. It's like, okay, fine.
And see, I'm wondering if that's why Hasbro, because they have their Hasbro PulseCon thing in October, right? I wonder if what would traditionally be a San Diego exclusive is getting held back for that as a PulseCon exclusive.
Could be. It could be. But Comic-Con's the biggest show of the year, though. Not PulseCon.
True. But if you don't have to give them a cut, then,
They don't have to give them a cut now anyway.
Right.
So,
well, Didn't they call Death Death said, I don't know, whatever. Casey Jones from Mezco. Man, I'm on the wait list for their turtles, and I kick myself every day for not pre-ordering them. But oh well, they look amazing. Casey Jones looks amazing.
So good. The hockey gloves. Oh, dude, the hockey gloves are amazing.
Dude, you sure you don't want this?
I don't want to say. Listen, Matt was up this past week. We filmed some stuff. One of the videos we filmed was a video on Mezco, and I'm gonna air out all my laundry there.
Okay, save it for that then.
I don't want to talk about it just yet, but not saying I'm out. I'm not saying I'm in.
You ever have a mullet like this?
That's a good mullet, man.
That's a strong mullet.
That's a strong mullet.
And the accessories, come on, you know.
Yeah.
Get the aluminum bat, a wood bat, and a broken bat, golf club, cricket bat, goalie.
Jose Canseco bat. Tell me, you didn't pay money for this. That was when Jose Canseco was good too.
Yeah. It's got the goalie accessories there, huh? The goalie gloves.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just a goalie stick. Those are regular player gloves.
No, right here.
Huh?
Top right.
Top right, the black and white glove.
Yeah.
That's a player glove.
It says goalie hands. It says goalie gloves and goalie hands.
Can you make it bigger?
No, because it's a PDF.
Oh. Is that supposed to be a blocker?
Yeah. Let me back up to the picture.
Gloves and goalie. No, it's not.
No, there's no picture of him wearing it.
So the black and white glove, that's a player glove.
Right. To the left of that.
The brown thing might be a blocker, but it sure as hell doesn't look like one. It's huge. Blockers aren't that big.
I thought I had a picture of him wearing it.
No.
Let me check Mezco.com. I'm pretty sure he has that on in the picture. I got to check now. What are you eating?
I'm eating
a Zarg nut?
It's a Zarg nut. It's just like peanuts. Is it really loud and annoying?
I mean, I can hear it for sure.
I mean, our viewers haven't dropped down, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, speaking of which, we got 322 watching. Please do hit the like button. Yeah, Bobby, guess what?
What?
Here he is in a picture wearing it. Right there.
I guess that looks like a blocker.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe that's the way they drew it back then, but
yeah.
It certainly don't look like no goalie blocker. I've used a few in my time.
Let's see here. Lyle Convoy says no point in getting that Casey since the turtles are out of stock. I still had to get it, man. And
I wonder, Mezco never reissues things, right?
No, they do.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Rarely, but they do. Sometimes you'll be on a wait list for something, and like a year and a half later, it'll just pop up. You just got charged for this. It's like, oh crap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking, like, the turtles was one of those things. Now I wonder if it's because Mezco has started to lose fan base, so a lot of people didn't get on the turtles bandwagon because they're like, it's Mezco. We wait forever. Quality's been down lately, And I wonder if people just got off that boat, and then the turtles came out, and it's like, oh shit, the turtles are awesome.
Yeah.
So now it's like you should probably reissue the turtles.
I mean, I
heard they're great.
They're selling for $700-800.
Wow, really?
$800, yeah. It's crazy.
Have they done a Splinter yet?
No.
Okay.
So they've done the Turtles, like their version, which is kind of like a mix of like comic and movie.
Uh-huh.
And then they've done this Casey Jones.
Wow,
and by the way, it's kind of a weird choice for con exclusive because it's, and I think I totally think they'll do another version of Casey Jones. It's not an exclusive.
Uh-huh.
But to me, he's kind of a main character.
Oh yeah. Is he still up for pre-order?
No, he sold out in minutes.
Okay.
So
okay.
I think we'll get a version 2 eventually.
Got it.
Mezco usually does a couple just look at Batman.
So it's like I see him and I want him, but I'm like, damn man, like Mezco hurt me, man. They hurt me like an ex hurt me. Like, You know?
Show me on the Mafex Bane where Mezco hurt you.
Sorry, Mezco. Sorry. I didn't get my Bane yet. I'm getting him this week.
Okay.
Although
He's
I'm a
good.
little I'm not I don't want to say too much. I don't feel good about it.
Oh,
Am I wrong?
Wait till you get it.
I think listen, and you and I had this conversation. They drew him kind of big. He wasn't massively huge in the comics. I went back and I looked. He's not enormous. I think he's too big. I'm telling you, you go back, you look at those comics, he wasn't a giant. He wasn't Hodor. Like, he was bigger. He just wasn't. Yeah, I think he's too big, man. I think he's too big.
Okay.
I hope I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
I see people saying he's too small. So
guys, go back and read Nightfall again. He wasn't a giant. He wasn't. You go back to the issue where Batman got his back broken. Look at the issue right after that, where he holds him and throws him off the building. Which, let me tell you something. You break Batman's back and then you threw him off a building. I'm pretty sure Batman's not surviving that. But anyway, that he's not huge. He's big. Don't get me wrong. He's big and he's muscular, but he's not like a giant. And I just think he's just a little big.
Okay.
I felt that way about
bigger than Tom Hardy.
What? Well, Tom Hardy had to shoot from down below to make him look taller.
Right. Okay. Let's move on from this. We still got a lot of slides. They also released Commando Snake Eyes, which looks great.
Oh yeah.
I just I got enough Snake Eyes, guys. I got the first version, the Ninja Snake Eyes. I did not pre-order this, but I'm telling you, if I pass the booth and I see it,
you'll get it.
Yeah, you're right. I'll get it. Especially after seeing all this amazing photography. There he is punching Firefly in the face, who I've still not opened. I have Firefly. Bought it at DFW. He looks great with Storm Shadow there. Look at that. Beautiful. Just great. Bobby's favorite company.
They just hurt me, man. I want to love them. It's like that girlfriend that I fell in love with and she cheated on me, but she didn't cheat on me that bad. It's enough to kind of forgive her, but it's enough to also have me be a little upset about it. That's just how I feel about it.
37 days.
36. It's 36.
36.
36.
36.
It's just I want to love that. And it's listen, when I get into that video, I talk about how much I love Mezco. I talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those things where it's I don't want them to be mad about me, about my views in that video, because I give a lot of praise in that video. But I'm very truthful about it. And I just they know, listen, the people that work there, there's been stuff that's come out. They know what they're 89 Batman. Fuck them. 89 Batman definitely did some irreversible damage.
Now here's the thing. I'm not sure that's all on them, and this is 100% speculation. I have no idea. I think it might have to do with the Flash movie, and that thing was sitting in a warehouse because there's no reason why that showed up in people's hands, and some people had the rubber coming apart day one.
I'm not buying that.
Maybe not.
I'm not buying that.
And I don't want to make excuses for them because they need to communicate with their customers.
And that's the thing. If they don't come out and say it, especially now, the Flash movie bombed. You could come out and say that.
They don't say anything, dude.
If you don't, it's not gospel. So again, I had my figure in a static pose sitting on my shelf for 3 weeks, and it deteriorated in a static pose. But also, remember how I spent 45 minutes trying to get the cape to fit on the figure?
Yeah, it sucked.
That shouldn't happen to $100 figure.
No, I agree.
There's zero. You can't even give me an excuse that I'll buy. Like, you'd have to tell me the factory burned down and we started over from scratch. You'd have to tell me some crazy shit like that, but you'd have to prove it. But other than that, man, like there was no excuse for that. There's none. I've addressed every single problem I've ever had with any items we've done.
Yep.
And they couldn't address $100 item that was 3 years late.
They got this weird thing. It's like part of their, and this is not an excuse for them, but it's like a part of their culture. It's like they don't interact with fans.
Yep. And you sit, I can't imagine that. I can't imagine running a company, a successful company that has been able to survive without fan interaction. Blows my mind. Here, you'll get it when you get it and you'll like it. Like, dude, let me tell you something. I went pretty hard on the Batman figure. Now,
you did.
Now, you know, when you guys will see that in the video, but I'm saying I had 3 figures left. The Shadow, the Batman, and Indiana Jones. Right now, they're 1-1. I'm telling you right now, that Indiana Jones figure better be some unbelievable fucking figure to save any respect I have for Mezco. But the Batman, holy shit. They should be ashamed of themselves for that figure. I thought I was mad about 89 Batman. Holy shit, was I mad about the Batman. Holy shit.
It's on the channel. We did a live unboxing, and it was,
did?
Me and you did, yeah.
No, the Batman, the Robert Pattinson, the Batman.
Oh, the Batman.
Batman.
Okay.
The Batman.
Really?
Did you get that figure?
I have it on pre-order. Haven't got it yet.
Oh, buddy.
Serious?
If you thought the Snyder 3-pack was bad.
Uh-oh.
What I don't understand is how you can take over 2 years to get an item out and your colors are fucking wrong. Like, remember how everyone was complaining about the Ben Affleck Batman? How light gray he looked, or like blue. He looked blue. Bro, the Batman is fucking awful. Fucking awful.
Damn.
They should 100% be ashamed of themselves. I got that figure and I was so I didn't buy the Mezco or the Mafex version of the figure. I said, nope. I said, I think Mezco is going to have the best version of the Batman. I'm not going to buy any of those other ones.
Hey, I got the Mafex version.
I bet it's awesome.
Shit's fire, bro.
Yeah, I bet it's awesome.
It's good.
Yeah. Fuck me, Mezco. Fuck me. I turned on my number 1 company to go with my number 2 company, and my number 2 company fucked me in the ass. No lube.
You can still probably pick up the Mafex.
I'm gonna. I'm just like, really? Really? You fucked this figure up? How'd you fuck this figure up? It's so bad.
I don't know.
It's so bad.
Listen, it was only a year late. They didn't have enough time to get it right.
And that's what I went really heavy on them in.
Well, at least Commando Snake Eyes has a pretty solid loadout. That's
a good loadout.
It's a good loadout.
Good loadout.
Including, I think that's a new blast effect. The one like with the single bullet there on the bottom.
That one I haven't seen before.
That one's pretty
cool.
The other ones we've seen 100 million times. So there's the Snake Eyes loadout. And before we get into Jada, let's go to the chat real quick. Curse of Fenrir. Thank you for the super chat. I just got my first 4 Mezco 112 Joes figures. Kind of impressed, and they were a lot of fun to open and dress my dollies. Wow, right on. I've been happy with the Mezco Joes that I've gotten, except for Destro, and I seem to be alone on Destro Hate Island. I just thought that figure was a big letdown. He can't hold his rifle in a good pose with 2 hands.
I haven't even opened mine because of what I saw pictures of. I'm like, he looks like shit.
I mean, aesthetically, I think he looks okay, but it just... And also mine has a very loose left hip, which is very frustrating. But the Snake Eyes and the Storm Shadow and the Roadblock, I think they're great. And I haven't opened Firefly yet, so... Thank you, Curse of Fenrir. Lawrence Howard says, hello, Ryan and Bobby.
What's up?
What's going on, Lawrence? And then It's Chad. Chad with the tater chat. Thank you, Chad. He says, smells toxic in here. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Chad.
Oh, hell no.
I didn't mean to hit that button. Okay, so the oh hell no was an accident. If I had a hell yes, I'd hit that one, but I don't. All right. Ultra Street Fighter 2 by Jada Toys coming to San Diego Comic-Con. Now, yours truly had the first leaked pictures of these two figures up on Instagram. And Viper Island did not.
I was going to say, did Viper Island swipe it?
No, he only doesn't collect classified.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
He only pretends to collect classifieds.
Gotcha.
He doesn't pretend to collect Jada Toys Street Fighter, so he doesn't care.
I was thinking about leaking a picture to him.
Oh yeah,
you know, some Action Force stuff we got coming.
There you go. So first one, of course, is Violent Ken. I've talked about this on the channel before, but it bears repeating because these are official pictures. Easy repaint for him. I think it's a perfect con exclusive. And by the way, last year when they did Evil Ryu, he was pretty easy to get on their Jada Next Level website. So
he was?
Yeah, if you can't make it to the con, just hang tight. Get it on Jada Next Level. He was in stock for, I think he sold out sort of fast initially, but he came back several times and he was available for enough time for everyone to have a chance, basically.
I am so behind on my Jada Street Fighter figures.
Which ones do you have?
I have Ryu, Chun-Li, Fei Long, and I think just the Walmart exclusive Chun-Li. I'm missing M. Bison, Dalsim, Evil Ryu.
Man. They're all available. Well, Dalsim and M. Bison are on Big Bad in stock.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
I think Hella Dope Toys as well.
Got it.
I think I have everything released. Fei Long, Ryu, Evil Ryu, Chun-Li. Did you get Player 2 Ryu?
I didn't.
That might still be on Paulmart store. It was a Paulmart store exclusive. Ken, M. Bison.
What?
Yeah, PaulmartStore.com. They're a small store in California by Frankenson. They have a vendor's booth in Frankenson, but they're an online retailer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so they got and Frankenson is like by Jada headquarters. Jada's down there in the City of Industry.
Gotcha.
I got Red Chun-Li thanks to Jeff W. And I got Dalsim thanks to no, I got Dalsim. Where'd I get Dalsim from? I got Red Chun-Li from Jeff W. and I got a Red Chun-Li from Renato. Dalsim, I think I don't know. I can't remember now. Whatever. I think I got that from Renato as well. Sorry. I forgot who sent it to me. Anyway, Violent Ken. Here he is with the broken barrels. The special move effect pieces. I don't know what you call them. 3 heads. Pretty good set. This should be the same price as Evil Ryu from last year. I think it was 40 or 45. Looks good. And then pink Chun-Li. So what is this, Player 3?
So what was the one that Jeff gave me from Walmart? That's the red version?
Red Chun-Li, yeah.
Okay, and this is the pink one. Got it.
Yeah. And this one has new head sculpts, like she has the laughing head sculpts.
Got it.
So you see it right there. And I think that's the first time they've done the peace sign hands right there.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. What's it here? Oh, Sam Edwards says, actually, someone sent Diaper Island a V2 slaughter a couple years ago. That was the last time I watched that stinking bastard. I remember that.
Oh,
someone sent me that video
slaughter?
Yeah. Him and his kid pretended to be really excited when they opened it.
Oh, okay.
Because, apparently one of their fans sent them something. So they claim.
Oh.
Yeah. Which, if that's true, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for their fans. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Sam Edwards. All right. Mattel. Are you still in on the Origins line?
I haven't picked up one in a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm a little behind on that as well.
So they're doing this guy. Well, these two
Too
guys.
bad.
Yeah, too bad.
Too bad before they got smushed together.
Oh, but hold on, Bobby, because look at that. There's a second torso, and you can kit bash them together.
Ooh, that's clever.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Too Bad box set, Hostile Convergence, coming from Mattel. I entered the lottery in a couple slots for this thing, because I'm sure I'll have someone that wants it.
I think what happened with the Origins line was they started doing too much. Like, I wanted them to stick to the original line, and then they started doing Filmation and comic stuff. It got too like diluted. I was like, I just wanted the original line. Like, just create the figures from the original line. And I don't even think they've finished that yet. So
yeah, I don't buy any of it. So, but I could totally see them, doing a retail release of just the Too Bad figure, like this combined version, and then the separated version being, exclusive to the con.
Yeah,
seems like something they do. Hopkins von Rabbitaria says no springy mecha neck either. WTF? So the mecha neck in the line was just like a swappable head.
Yeah,
it didn't spring out.
Yeah, none of the figures. I mean, don't quote me on this. I don't think any of the figures had the the mechanisms that they had back in the old time.
Yeah. Oh, I just got a really funny text that I'm not gonna read. I'll save it for the after show.
God damn it, Ryan.
After show. I'll save it for the after show. I can't say it on the main show. I'll get in trouble. Let's see here. Holy crap. Oh, wow.
What?
Gonzo just sent me a picture of some place in SD that has the Mezco turtles for $5.50. That's tempting, but that's still too much for me.
Wait, you don't have the set?
No, I don't. I said I got the KC Jones despite not having the turtles.
Gotcha. Sorry,
you were looking down at something more important.
Yeah, I don't really care what you say.
You bastard. All right. What's the stupid picture of? What? Huh? I don't know, He-Man. What's this dumbass picture?
I don't know. See, that's the thing. It's like the picture. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But
I see that. And that's
yeah.
Now this is cool. Now, not my scale, right? But it's a perfect. It's a perfect con exclusive.
It's funny. Yeah.
It's the dude from the movie holding the margaritas.
Yep.
Right. The dinosaurs are flying around him, and he's like making sure he doesn't spill his margaritas. Total meme moment. Very funny. Not necessary for the line, but a cool little extra, for those going to the con. That anyway. And check this out. It's Jimmy Buffett. It's like a tribute to Jimmy Buffett.
Which it wasn't Jimmy Buffett in the movie, but
no, not that I know of. I don't think it was. Wasn't he already passed away at that point?
Yeah, I wonder if Jimmy Buffett is the first celebrity who was already dead to have gotten an action figure. Well, no, I'm sure people are going to be like, "Oh, Peter Cushing got one from Grandma Tarkin," but
Stanley.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, but Jimmy Buffett has nothing to do with toys. Like,
true.
That's the thing. Like, that's what makes this thing kind of funny.
Oh, it was him in the movie, says M. Vargo.
For real?
That was Jimmy effing Buffett.
No way.
Dude, I did not know that until right now.
I didn't know that either.
Wow. 2015. It was him.
Wow. Okay.
So that was 2015? God.
Was it
That's
really?
9 years ago?
Actually, yeah, that makes sense because I was working on Hero Mashers and they were doing Jurassic World stuff.
Wow.
That's right.
I don't know what's going on with the timeline. It seems like this was 2 years ago.
I know, right?
What is
they put out 2 more movies after that.
Samuel Edwards got to see Jimmy Buffett 2 times.
Ooh.
It was Jimmy. It was his restaurant. I remember it was his. I didn't know that he was an extra in the movie. Okay, guys, would you settle down? Stop attacking me for not having all the info. I don't know why they attack me all the time.
All right, guys. Now you got me eating because you scared Ryan off. Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. Thank you.
I'm back. Fine. Jimmy friggin' Buffett.
Hey, wait. Hey, guys. Was it actually Jimmy Buffett in the movie?
Oh. Yeah, you know what? I haven't seen Ghostbusters Just Jeff. So what? Do something about it. You guys are mean. So there, and he comes on a big friggin' margarita glass on a tiki hut thing. Great box. If I was into the movie, I mean the movie's fine. I don't dislike it, but if I was into the line, and I only buy the dinosaurs, dude. By the way, this Hammond collection, what's this dinosaur called? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Cool dinosaur. Very cool dinosaur here. I'll.
It is kind of crazy that they're doing an item for a movie that's almost 10 years old.
Yeah, definitely.
That's nuts.
But I mean, this. If you want to do this figure, the con is exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
It's the way to do it. So, all right. So that's Mattel. I'm not getting to everything Mattel had because they had a bunch of other stuff that wasn't action figures. I'm mainly sticking with action figures here, guys. Okay. You gonna attack me for that too?
I just looked it up. That's totally him. Holy shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Jeez. All right, McFarlane. Tom McFarlane here. I like the look of this.
Okay.
And there's this old thing where, McFarlane is known for making statues, but this is actually an action figure. But it could have easily been a statue because it's literally of a statue. It could have just been a statue. But he made a statue an action figure instead of making an action figure into a statue. See, that's that.
I'm at a loss here because I didn't know this was a thing. I'm seeing this for the first time.
Right. Yeah, it's Superman. It's the funeral for a friend. Superman.
Okay. So he's making a figure
Of
that's
a
the
statue.
same scale
Yes.
of the other figures.
Right.
That was a statue that was about 15 feet tall in the comics.
Correct.
All right. That's all I need to say. I'm not saying anything more. Next.
Hey everybody, Tom McFarlane here. Just want to let you know Superman's coming as a statue.
Next.
God, you're so mean. Agent Liberty.
Okay.
Now, this is listed as a McFarlane store and a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I don't know if that was an error and it's one or the other, or if it's both. Probably both. But this guy, are you familiar with Agent Liberty?
I am.
Okay, tell us about him, please. Okay, just pretend like you're part of the show for 5 freaking minutes.
You say, are you familiar? I'm familiar in the sense that, like, I had this comic and it was after, like, the whole Death of Superman thing, but I knew nothing about Agent Liberty. He was just another dude that they brought in. They had him. They had Guardian. And Guardian was this guy who was in just all brown. He just looked like a big shit stain. He did. He literally did. He looked like a giant shit stain. So
we got a big shit stain here. Tom McFarlane.
I was like, all right, you did this guy. This couldn't be. I'm pretty sure this series probably lasted 3 issues or 4 issues. Don't quote me on that, but I wouldn't be surprised. This is back. Listen, after the Death of Superman, you had so many number ones of just offshoot series coming out, and it was just mind blowing. Like, really? Like, you're doing all this shit? So it's like, I guess it's okay. I mean, it's very obscure, which Comic-Con, that's what it's for. It's for obscure stuff like that. But I'm like, who's asking for this? Okay.
I mean, it's,
Okay.
Greg Frinstead says, Ryan, get Puck photos on here. He knows DC and McFarlane. I'll do a McFarlane show with Puck photos. Just your Puck photos is here. McFarlane talk. Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll do a whole McFarlane episode and Puck photos can come on if he wants. That would be good. He could tell me he could fill in everything I don't know about. There we go. But yeah, Agent Liberty. Okay, Super 7. Wait, why is this? This is in the wrong folder. Hold on. No, we're getting into Super 7. They're repainting the turtle van into Mikey's pizza van.
All right, I'm gonna hold on. I gotta get situated for this.
You need another drink, Bobby? Do you?
Was this anything that was ever in lore?
I don't think so. It could have been. I mean,
but listen, you guys that buy from this company, I can't even talk to you right now. I can't. I can't. I like how they have to show it exploded to like justify a price point of it. Look at this. Look how many parts it comes with. It's like, I bet you could fit Brian Flynn in this thing.
That's
listen,
not nice.
I'm just gonna sit back and watch, because there's gonna be a day when Valaverse is still around and Super 7 isn't, and I'm just waiting.
You're gonna do the pizza delivery Vanguard?
Let me tell you something. The day that Valaverse is still around and Super 7 isn't, I'm telling you right now, I'll smash those beer cans together so hard. Woo! It's just, listen. They keep doing stuff like this. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Brian, you can go and lie all you want about this is the best year we've had. We got so much stuff coming out. I don't know where these rumors are coming from. Go hang out with Viper Island, man.
Lyle Convoy says they can't even sell out the original mold for this. What were they thinking? Is that original one still in stock? You can still buy the... Wow.
Well, because what happened was everyone else put out a fucking turtle van quicker than they did.
And cheaper.
For less money.
There's a third-party one, and NECA. Yeah. Playmates has put a bunch of different styles out.
Yeah, I got an idea. Why don't you guys... You know what you guys should have done for your Comic-Con exclusive? You should have made the Cobra Mothership. That would have been great. Fucking losers.
Let's see here. The Alleviator is here with the Tater Chat. Thank you, sir. He says wild. Brian Lacey returns with the Tater Chat. He says just opened my delivery, and thank you, Bobby, for my signed copy of Mission Files number 7. Greatly appreciated.
You got it, man.
Jeremy J is here. Thank you, Jeremy, for the super chat. Sup, nerds? Y'all have a great show. Thank you, Jeremy. Killamogwai's here. Thanks for the super chat, man. He says never gave money to Stupid 7.
It's subpar 7. Let's get it right here.
Thank you, Killamogwai. And Jeremy J, I wanted to get to this one. Thanks for the super chat. It has a car seat specifically for Brian.
Jeremy's comments are as good as his social media right now. I love it.
Oh. Oh man, thank you, Jeremy. Okay, so they're doing they're also doing a like a Pizza Chef Mikey and a Scumbug, a glow in the dark Scumbug, but I didn't feel like bringing them up. But I want to get to their Joes because Bobby's a big Joe fan. This is the first one.
I don't even know where to begin. Okay, so let me give you guys some backstory in this, because people are gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Exactly, what the fuck is this? This is Cobra Mortal. Cobra Mortal was, I believe, an Argentina figure. So back in the day, Argentina was doing these weird Joes, weird Glendas, and all these rare, like, ridiculous import figures. So they had this figure that it was basically just the snake eyes that was vac metal. Now here's the thing, guys. The original figure was vac metal and red, just like this. However, Super 7 decided to make this figure silver, even though they have the capabilities of doing vac metal, even though they said they don't have the capabilities of doing vac metal. So they're going to give you this half-ass thing of this thing that was vac metal back in the day. So don't buy this, because maybe they're going to come out with one that's vac metal and be like, oh, actually, we can do vac metal all of a sudden. Oh, look at that.
It's easy.
Man, I just
We'll
hate
just-
Brian. Man,
We'll
I
just
hate
raise the
Brian.
price 20 bucks.
I try to talk about it, and I try not to be visceral about it, but I hate him so much. Like, he's literally, and he had the nerve to tell somebody that I was bad for the toy industry. He did. He told
What?
somebody. He
That's
told somebody.
slander.
He told somebody that I was bad for the toy industry. Guys, this is a dude that lies all the time and rips you off. I'm pretty sure I've lowered prices. I've been honest about things. So how am I different? I'm telling you right now, if Pixel Dan or Shartimus or one of these pro positive guys could get something together, I'm telling you right now, I will offer myself up to go on a live stream with Brian Flynn. I'm telling you right now. I'm saying it right now. I will do it. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it with any restrictions or any cutting off microphones or any, loaded questions or softball questions. I'm telling you right now, I'm offering myself. Let's go. Me and you, Brian, let's go. Let's debate your bullshit versus mine. Okay. Let's see. Because I don't have it. You have it. So someone make it happen. I'm telling you right now, it'll be the greatest thing ever in toy video history. It'll get millions of views. I'm telling you right now. I'll do it. I'll do it. He won't. He'll make some excuse like that he's beneath us. No, actually, I'm above you because you're really fucking tiny. But I'm putting it out there. Because he is so full of shit that it's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. I think the thing that's more disgusting is the people that are actually still supporting that company. But okay, let's get into the Cobra Mortal. Yeah, let's take some. Listen, Cobra Mortal is about as obscure as the Cobra Mothership, and we saw how that did. It's like, guys, as a company, if I had the G.I. Joe license, now granted, I don't know what Hasbro's telling them they can or can't do, but if I had the G.I. Joe license, I certainly would not be wasting tooling dollars or production costs or any costs whatsoever on the most obscure niche stuff ever made. There's a reason the Cobra Mothership didn't get funded. There's a reason. There's a reason your shit is on discount at Target, because nobody cares about the super, super duper obscure stuff. There's like 5 fans that care about that. So this Cobra Mortal, I'm telling you right now, if I can find Cobra Commander, and it was on a video on 3POA when we were at DFW, if I could find a Cobra Commander, the most popular bad guy in G.I. Joe, the regular version, on discount at Walmart, still on the shelf, do you really think people are going to give a fuck about Cobra Mortal? I'll see you at Ollie's. We should do the debate from Ollie's. That's what we should do. We should do the debate from Ollie's in front of their stuff. And then not in front of my stuff. We should do that.
Hopkins von Rabbitaria says Geek Dad Life is going to have a field day moderating all these debates.
Yeah. Good luck. Listen, there's Geek Dad Life couldn't even save them. They couldn't even save Brian Flynn from what I would expose on that stream.
The next feud, Geek Dad Life. No, I'm kidding. We'll stick with Viper Island. Okay, so here's this thing real quick. We got to get to the chat. Lyo's here. Lyo says, "Hey Bobby, tell him what I found out about the TMNT weapons."
So Lyo asked, I love when Lyo sends me messages because he does a deep dive into and he asks specific questions about the production of things. So he sent me a message, I think on, correct me if I'm wrong, Lyo, it was on one of their Ultimates Turtles or something like that. The Leonardo's weapons were not molded in the color that they are, which would be the smart thing to do. But Brian knows nothing about product development. So they molded them. Supposedly they molded the weapons in clear and then painted them, I believe, the tan color. Again, I'm not 100% sure of what Lyle sent me, but he sent me a message saying that Super 7 painted Turtles weapons, and now the paint is flaking off, and it's a clear part underneath. It's like, Brian, I want to, and that's the thing. Look, we can go on this stream, and I can talk to you about tooling management. It's a really interesting concept. It's a really smart concept. It's actually a really simple concept. It's about looking at what you're doing and figuring out, and also advising your designers and engineers to make sure they have this kind of knowledge to have tooling management and make sure that, oh, let me pick the color that's going to be. Oh, you can put shutoffs in molds so that, oh, say those swords or something were shared with another mold. Well, we don't want to run the whole mold, only those clear pieces. I'll just run the whole thing in clear and we'll paint them. No, you can put a shutoff. It'll save you plastic because you won't be wasting it. And you can run them in the mold color. It's called tooling management. It's something that people that are actually in the toy industry know how to do. You know, it like a really common thing, but I get it. You know nothing about product development and being in the toy industry. You just, stumbled out of your car seat into the toy industry. But like, this is the thing, like, but Lio, send me some pictures of that, because I kind of want to see that. But supposedly this is the issue, and you're charging $55 for these items that flake off, deco. Good job, Brian. You're great. I love you.
All right. Omar is here. What's up, Omar V? He says, that's the only time I've ever seen Pixel Dan mad about something. The look on his face when he's seen those Vac Metal Silverhawks was priceless. I remember
Whoa. Hold on here. Let's get something straight. Because I want to put this out here, because Dan thinks I don't like him. Now, Matt is my YouTube guy. He does Dan's channel and stuff like that. I think Dan thinks I don't like him. I like Dan. I don't like the way he conducts his business. I think he should hold a company like Super 7 more accountable, especially as a high-level news source. Like, you should 100% hold them accountable, and I think that's the thing I have issue with. Now, if people think he was angry, whoa, I watched that video, and I'm like, he got the Fisher-Price T-ball out. He put the ball on there. Like, no.
I got to push back. He
didn't hold them accountable in the least. In the least.
I have to go back and see it, man, because I seem to remember him being a little like, guys, seriously? Maybe.
Listen, if that's him holding the accountable, I don't ever want to see him like.
Now, which was this the one where he interviewed Brian at San Diego, or
no? This is the one he just did recently, where he got the
the review.
Yeah.
The review. Okay, I'm talking about the one when they debuted them, not when he had them in hand.
Oh, I didn't.
So he interviewed Brian at.
Oh, you mean when? Yeah, like the softball questions he serves up to Brian. Jesus.
I don't. Yeah, I have to watch that interview again, but I seem to remember watching that and being like, oh, Dan's kind of holding his ground here against Brian to his face, and then Chartemus popped up in the background and kind of made a
softball.
Yeah.
We're playing T-ball. They were playing T-ball.
Impossible Pie says Pixel Dan did an honest review of the Vac Metal Hawks. He said not worth it.
What honest? Come on. Now maybe that's how he does it. I feel like he should have held them a little bit more accountable, because listen, you can't just be like, oh, not worth it. Oh, well, no, you need to call. They lied, Dan. They lied. They absolutely lied. It wasn't like they said they couldn't do it. And, these aren't worth it. But no, he lied. He absolutely lied. And then he lied about the rumors that Ryan put on his channel here. And it's like, dude, the Turtles came out with double elbow joints. That was the greatest thing. The fact that Turtles came out with double elbow joints. It's like, hold on a second there, pal. You knew your Turtles were going to come out with double elbow joints, and you tried to do damage control and say that these are all rumors. I don't know where these are coming from. I laugh when I hear this stuff. Ha 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 ha. I laugh from my playpen. It's just like, no, that shit's true. Look at the track record of the stuff that has been exposed on Super 7. 100% true. Hold that motherfucker
real quick
accountable. Hold him. Look at that. Okay.
Yeah, Lyle sent me this. He said, that's Leonardo's sword from Wave 2, clear plastic.
Clear plastic. I wonder, like, is there anything else with that figure that's clear? Because yeah, it's like, I mean, it shouldn't be flaking off. Again, factory management. Factory management. This is like sample testing. Really easy shit that your designers should know.
That's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
The Titan says Brian Flynn would never be in a live stream with Bobby unless it's a Bobby cardboard cutout.
That'd be awesome.
It's Chad. I want a live debate Viper Island on a neutral channel. Never. He will never do that.
He would never. Just like Brian would never.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked. Let me tell you something. If I got the call and said Brian will do a live stream with you, I'd be like, whoa, smash my beers together and let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Get my music. I'm coming to the ring and doling out some whoop ass.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah. No, Viper Island would not debate anyway. He's going to tuck tail, run back to his channel, and tell more lies without receipts. By the way, did you see the last show I did? Yeah, you sent a super chat.
I saw parts of it. Yeah.
All I had to do was
I sent a super chat after my hockey game.
Yeah, all I had to do was show the receipts, show the proof.
And that's the thing. Like, I would never like lie about something knowing that there's like receipts out there. It's just like, that's the thing. Like, Brian, you said it was all rumors, and then 2 weeks later he made the announcement about the Turtles coming out with double elbow joints. And then this is the best part. This dumb fuck. He goes as far as to say, it's not for me, and you guys know why I don't like double elbow, blah, blah, blah. But it's because we wanted to do the kind of articulation that the fans of that era were accustomed to. Have you seen the 2003 Turtles? Did you look at them? They
no elbow joints.
No fucking elbow joints.
There's none.
Is this guy? Listen. And this is the kind of shit I want to say to him. Be like, what were you thinking saying that? Like, literally, what were you thinking? Did you think, yep, I'm going to say this and it's going to go over like butter? No, dumb shit. No. You got your Turtles, your Playmates Turtles options taken away from you. And then you're like, ooh, shit, we got to scramble. Oh, okay, let's do 2003 Turtles because they're kind of similar. And then, double elbow. I don't like double elbow. Oh, but fans really want it? Oh, okay. Well, I'll come up with some stupid thing to say where I make it seem like people in that era, of Turtles really like double elbow joints.
Yeah, so stupid.
I hear this shit. I'm like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? And then the person who should get I'm telling you, like, someone should be on the side, like a fact checker should come in and just slap him and then follow through and hit Veebs right in the face too. Because Veebs, let me tell you something. And Dan, this is where I'm going to let you off the hook, because if there's ever a person who lets someone off the hook more, it's Veebs. Oh, this man. Dude, you're absolutely right, Brian. I'm sorry I have to talk about this. I'm sorry I got to bring this up. This is awful, but I have to talk about it. It's like, oh, yeah. Oh, Brian, you're totally right. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Like, he was lying right to your stupid face.
To his face.
You said nothing. You are one of the biggest news sources out there for toy stuff. And you're just like, no, I can't say anything. I got to get my free toys. We got to be friends with them. Okay. All right, Veebs. Good job with that integrity there, brother.
All right. We've got to get the show moving. We are over 2 hours now. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. Robert's Infinite Realms, thanks for the super chat, buddy. He says, I'm one of the 5 fans, and I'm not buying Modal.
Mortal?
Cobra
Mortal?
He said Modal.
Oh. I wonder if you meant Cobra Mortal.
Yeah, I'm just giving him a hard time. Princeton Phalanx 59, thanks for the super chat. Next Super 7 will be making a life-size TMNT pizza out of plastic with vac metal.
Amazing.
And then Toy Collector Magazine says, "Hey Bobby, thinking about a Rhode Island trip in September. You around?"
Just let me know, man.
There you go.
Let me know. I'm here. I'm working
Awesome.
here. I work here every day, man.
All right. Back to it. So another one, Zartan from Super 7.
But they put out a classic Zartan already.
This one has a robe.
A robe and a flute. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's a flute?
Well, he's got it up to his mouth. It's certainly not a spyglass. Yeah. They put this out already.
Did they?
God, it gets even worse. Man.
All right. And then, oh, that's the end of the slideshow. All right.
Jeez. You made me end on Super 7. You suck, Ryan.
I was just, in case we didn't get to everything. But
I don't even know why you put them in there. Like, you got me all
this
fired
is
up for no
why.
reason.
People love this. You kidding me? This is why. You know why? Because when I do that, you know what happens?
What happens?
You got a party. A Bobby Vala party. Talking that shit.
Are you done?
I'm done. I'm done. Sorry.
I just don't understand how people can't see it. I can't, how do you not see it? Man, just blind followers. Blind.
Emotional damage.
We should probably end the show now.
Yeah, I'm done.
Real quick, though,
I'm angry.
I want to give a little shout out to our friend, Sam Newsman. I want everyone to pick up their phones. Put this number, and I want you to text. Numbers in the chat right now. Send a text to 804-375-5011. Text 190 to 804-375-5011 to vote for Sam Newsman as the best radio DJ in the Richmond, Virginia area.
Did this just become like a 900 number hotline or something?
It's a hotline to vote for our friend Sam, the pink puppet. Sam Newsman, 804-375-5011. Text 190 to that number. For our buddy Sam, help him win Best Morning Radio DJ in Richmond, Virginia. He was going to have a video, but, you know, he got real busy a couple hours ago and he had to run to the radio station. So, yeah. Reed Band Books, thanks for the super chat, man. There's no message there, but I appreciate you very much. Oh, Figure Fever. Guys, check out Figure Fever's channel. He's doing a great giveaway. He's giving away a Mezco 112 figure.
Whoa, which figure?
So check out his channel, subscribe, watch the videos, and enter the giveaway. It's a very cool figure. I already have it, so I'm not going to enter the giveaway.
Which figure?
It is the Stealth Armor Iron Man.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Thing lights up. Tons of accessories. It's really cool. It's made out of die cast and plastic. It's very cool. But once again, 804-375-5011. Text 190. You can text once a day, every day up until July 18th. So let's help our buddy out. I put the number in the chat there. But thank you all. Thank you all for checking us out, for tuning in. If this is your first time, please do subscribe. We do this almost every Saturday, not quite every Saturday. I also go live on Wednesdays with different co-hosts each week, sometimes by myself. We have fun here, guys, okay? This channel's fun, right, Bobby?
No, I have a terrible time.
Oh, I hate you so much. I just wanted to just once. All right, guys. Thanks, channel members. Stay tuned for the members only after show coming up. We're going to give it a good 20-30 minutes from the time the show ends. Okay, so take care, and I don't have a sign off. Do you have a sign off?
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.